What's up, Yugi Tubers? Team Rackham here, another deck profile. Doing Dragons again. They recently won YCS Philly. Big event. Just wanted to share my deck. I would have went to Philly, but I didn't have the money. I'm planning on changing this deck around a little bit compared to the version of today. But for now, this deck's been working really well for me. Prayer Protection, got the 2 effect veilers. They stop Inzectors, Rabbit, they stop everything. It's pretty good. One Jane, more than one for me is too inconsistent. I'm not always going to need him as my big beater. He's just to get over Thunder King, stupid stuff. One Raikou, 2 clogs the hand, and you have to wait before he gets to even use his effect, and sometimes he dies before he gets to use his effect, so for me he's not worth it. One Aaron, again, one's just enough like everybody else. It's just for that first Raikou or that Sangan or whatever your opponent sets, you just put right back to the deck, give him that neg. Sure, if it's a Raikou it pops, but Whippy do. At least it's not in the graveyard. 2 Lila, back row control. I was thinking of running 3 at one point, but 2 is good enough for this deck. Since running Light Swords, of course you need the Luminas. They bring back your Lilas. They go good with the Plague combo, and they just help swarm. One Sangan, he gets you almost a lot of things to your hand, like Effect Veiler, Lumina, the 2 card troopers in the deck for the milling. So it gets you a lot. It gets you Raikou, gets you Plague Spreader, Plague's the Tuner, free pitch, doesn't matter, you can summon Synchro and then Synchro again by bringing him back. You can do dumb plays with him, it's fun. 2 Chaos Sorcerer, these help get over beaters over 2800. Kills BLS. So like about when my opponent drops BLS, I drop Chaos Sorcerer, remove his BLS. It's fun. He's dark and he's a free summon. Gore's Protection. You're not running that many back rows, so why not? 1 Trag, I'm thinking of going to 2, but 1 for now. Sometimes Trag's going to drop early, especially in the beginning when you have 5 cards in hand. 3000 beater. And then you can take control of some of your opponent's monsters. He's good mirror match if you play 2. That's why I'm thinking of playing 2, because since he's level 10 himself, you drop him and then you take their metal. So it's pretty good. 2 Eclipse Wyverns. I only run 4 targets in the deck. 2 for 4 is still fine for me. I still wouldn't like the 3 for 4 idea. Maybe 3 for 5, but not 2. Yeah, 3 for 5, but not 2 for 4 or 3 for 4. Pretty good. Searches and gets your medals and your Dark Arms and the other tech in this deck. I'll show you the tech in a second. 1 Divine Dragon Apocalypse. Basically, he gets you cards back to your hand. Pitch Eclipse Wyvern, add metal back to your hand, banish, remove, special metal. You just do a dumb play with him. Add Dark Arm back to your hand, add the tech card back to your hand, Light Pulse, or whatever you want. Any dragon. 2 Dark Flare. He's the DD Crow and Foolish Burial of the deck. He gets you your Light Pulse or metal in the graveyard, and he banishes like Hornet and stupid stuff from your opponents, or even your Eclipse Wyvern if you need it too. 3 Pulsar, basically that VP of the deck. You need 3. They bring back metal or Dark Flare or whatever other dark level 5 dragon you have in the grave. He just keeps the combo going. And he gets special summoned so easily. And he's really good with a bunch of other combos. I'll show you in a second. 2 Red Eyes Darkness Metal. I might go to 3. 2 is working out perfectly for my deck. I don't like to draw him as much anymore. I like him to be in the graveyard moreover. So that's about it. The tech card. Light Ray Diablos. I pick him over JD because he's easier to summon. Better than needing 4 Light Sword in the graveyard. You'd bring anything you want. On top of that, his effect, you banish a light from your grave to top deck a set card your opponent has, and you can see the set card too, and you can choose if it goes to the bottom or the top. Most likely you're going to pick the top, so it's a -1 for them. And it could be a plus for you if you remove Eclipse Wyvern. And since it gives him the dead draw, you just keep abusing his effect unless your opponent decides to do something stupid. And he's a 28 beater, so he's pretty good. Dark Arm, of course you need to have him. He blows things up. I always win because of him. I always usually get him out when I want him to, so it's really good. BLS, stable. It's stable in any chaos deck. He wins games. Top deck him no matter what. He wins games. I was playing Frog Monarchs at my local yesterday. I wasn't expecting BLS. I went Card Trooper, Mill, go. He drops BLS for a game. I wasn't expecting it, so he wins you games. 3 solar recharge. Don't mind the condition. They're just cards are cards. We try to keep the good stuff in the binder. But 3 solar recharge. You run a lot of Lightsworn cards, so why not get the drawing and the milling going? 1 Allure. 1 Pot of Avarice. Future Fusion. Automatic staple. And the thing I like about this deck, you don't need Future Fusion. I mill it so consistently, or I don't even get to play it, and I still win without it. So when you draw it, you automatically win. But you don't need Future Fusion to go off in the old builds. 1 Charge Light Brigade, 1 Heavy Storm, 1 Dark Hole, 1 Monster Reborn, all stables. The extra deck. 1 5-headed, of course. 1 Maestro. Pretty good card. It's basically a Zen Mains for level 4s. It's a mini Zen Mains, and it's a Book of Moon. 1 Utopia. 1 Photon Papalifer, or whatever the hell his name is. He's the Alta Spirit Reaper, and that other card. And your opponent takes damage. Automatically dies. Forgot the name of it, but this gets rid of it. 1 Leviator. 1 Leviathan Dragon, 1 Queen Dragoon. This is pretty good for getting Light Pulsar back. That way if Light Pulsar dies, you still get the effect of Light Pulsar, so it's pretty good. 1 Injector Exobeetle. The plays for him are 2 Light Pulsar, or 2 level 6s. If you have another Light Pulsar in the graveyard, you attach it to him, then you kill your opponent's monster using his effect, and you pitch the Light Pulsar equipped to him, and then Light Pulsar effect goes off, and you special metal and Pulsar back, so it's a really good play. 1 Autumn, again, 2 Light Pulsars, or 2 Light Pulsars. Stack them, bring out the metal in your deck if you don't have it in the graveyard, then use the metal's effect to bring out Light Pulsar. Not that big of a deal if the metal's at 0/0. At least you got the metal for the Pulsar. 1 Stardust. 1 Voidwalker Dragon, for those times we have no cards in hand. And you can bring him back with Pulsar. 1 Brio, he's staple. Scrap Dragon, staple, and the plays for him with Light Pulsar are ridiculous. 1 Black Rose, staple. And a Mistworm, people don't see Mistworm coming. The extra side deck, I side hard against decks I don't like. For example, 3 Shadow Imprising Mirrors. Inzektor Hate, Dark World Hate. It's pretty good. 2 Chain Disappearance, Inzektor Hate again, Rabbit Hate, kill Tour Guides, kill Hornet, kill Rabbit, 2 Gemini Imps, Dark World Hate, 2 Kinetic Soldiers, Hero Hate. Usually I don't have a problem with heroes, but having Kinetic is a really big plus, because they gotta choose between a big beater or Kinetic, and either way you have a big beater, so that's pretty good. And the plays of setting him and then switching him to attack and attacking are really good. I'm messing around with Victorias and Electric Viruses. I'm not sure which one I want to play. Most likely it's going to be Electric Virus. They're still pretty good against Mirror Matching and Rabbit. 2 Bottomless for Rabbit and Mirror Match and Heroes. And 2 MST for almost every deck I play, since they're going to be doing stupid stuff. And that's about the deck. The changes I'm probably going to be doing it to later on is adding in tour guides, since the new battle pack is coming out. And if I get the tour guides, I'm going to change the deck around. Most likely I'm going to be adding in the extra Trag, and probably the DDR, because the DDR is really broken for getting your medals back in the field and not having to care to remove them. And DD Crow, it's a really good tech card. It's a main deck card that stops a lot of cards. So that's the deck. Subscribe. See ya.